Let's speak to Mark Meirowitz, a professor at State University New York Maritime College. Joins us now live from New York. Mark, good to see you. So this photograph seems pretty damning. There's documents lying all over the place. They all have secret or top secret all over them. Could they be declassified, as Trump claims?
We really don't know. This is uncharted legal territory. And what we're seeing right now is a public relations conflict between Trump's lawyers and the Department of Justice. It has gotten so confusing that the Department of Justice filed papers just recently saying that the Trump request to get a special master to look over the documents to make sure there are no attorney-client privilege documents, they're saying Trump has no right to protest. He's got to turn over everything because guess what? They're not his documents. They belong to the nation. So it's become so confusing that I don't think it can be easily unraveled, to be very candid. As far as declassifying it, who knows the answer to that question? Nobody does. It is an uncharted issue.
Well, look, there have been 3 searches so far involving Trump's home, boxes taken away by the National Archive. Is there any indication to suggest whether he or his associates are actually going to face any criminal charges?
Well, the latest documents filed by the DOJ imply that the Trump lawyers were not truthful when they said that they had turned over everything. And that now indicates a new wrinkle and a new issue in this matter, that the Trump lawyers create an obstruction of justice. So it gets more and more complicated each time this proceeds. Now, they did show a photo of the documents that you've shown here on the floor, marked top secret, marked super secret. This is a PR, public relations war between the DOJ, Department of Justice, and Trump to show that the DOJ is just arguing that Trump mishandled documents. Is that what it's about? Is it about mishandling documents? Or is there something more going on here in terms of these secret documents, in terms of turning them over to somebody? Nobody knows the answer to this question. And very candidly, it's become a hot political potato in American politics. And maybe that's not what it should be, but that's where we are.
Trump says that photo was totally staged by the FBI. He says this is all fake news. It's all part of a political vendetta against him. Is that view gaining any traction outside of his own supporters?
Well, I think there's zero traction that it's staged. The issue really is, was he sloppy with these documents? Did he have them in boxes? Apparently, they had in boxes with other documents that were not classified. If we're talking about the fact that they had a bad document management and it was sloppy and mishandled documents, that's one thing. And no, really, the legal scholars don't believe necessarily that this is going to proceed to something further. But if there's something more here, and that's what they brought up in the document, I read the document from the DOJ, they're implying that when the Trump lawyers said, we've given you everything that we've got, in fact, they weren't being truthful, says the DOJ. In fact, they did have other documents. That puts a whole new light on the situation. So it's more than just mishandling documents. It's all about hiding documents, and that's a whole new chapter in this. But again, we don't know. We're dealing with a former president. We're not dealing with just anybody in this country. That's why we're in a very, very confusing legal situation.
Mark, great to speak with you. Thank you very much indeed. Mark Meirowitz there.